Hey Parkourians, it's Coach Hayden and this is our last week of online kinder parkour. So thank you all for, when we were open, for coming into class as much as you could, because I love being able to teach you guys and I look forward to teaching you again in the fall. So now that we're doing online for this last one, I am going to head outside so we can start our parkour class. You can always do this in your house or outside or wherever you would like. We just need an empty space because we're just going to be doing our warm-ups and stretches. Alright, so let's start with some jumping jacks. We're going to do 10 jumping jacks. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. So now we're going to do our high knees. Remember those from last week? It's like you're jogging in place, but you're bringing your knees up to right where your hands rest on your hips, your waist. Ready? We're going to do that for 10 seconds. Ready? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Nice job. Now we're gonna do some star jumps. So from first star jumps, we start down on the ground in a frog position. And then you're gonna reach up, you're gonna yell, "I am a starfish," okay? As you stretch all your points out like you were a starfish, okay? You do 5 starfish jumps. Ready? Go. I'm a starfish. 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 Great job, everybody. All right, so now let's do our other animal warm-ups. So let's start with some frog jumps. We start in our frog position, remember, with our knees out and our hands in between our knees. And we're gonna do 5 big frog jumps. We'll start and land in this position. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job, everybody. Now let's do our bear crawls. So you're going to take your frog stance and then bring your hands out and then make sure your knees are off the ground. Try to keep your back nice and flat. We're just going to crawl around. Ready? Go. You can always use this on an uneven terrain in order to get around, to make sure that you stay balanced. Nice job, everybody. Now, take your frog stance and bring your hands behind your feet while keeping your bottom off the ground. We're gonna crab walk around for 5 seconds. Ready? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now, from our frog stance, let's lift our hands up and bring our knees in. And now, our knees are in between our arms and we're in a calm stance, okay? So, let's practice our ground calms. That's where you're gonna reach your arms out in front of you, then bring your feet to your arms while keeping your knees inside where your arms are. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job, everybody. Let's all go get some water. All right, friends, now that we've gotten some water, I'm going to teach you a song that I learned a couple times over my life. So I learned it in Girl Scouts when I did Girl Scouts. I learned it at a camp I went to, and I learned it while training for a school thing. So this song is called Wadaliacha, and there's a little pattern that you do for movement while you sing the song. It's a fun song with made-up words. So we're gonna do the little movement pattern first. So first up, we're gonna pat our legs twice. Okay, so we go 1, 2, then we'll clap twice. Then we'll bring one hand over twice, then the other hand over twice. Then we'll go one thumb one way, the other thumb the other way, blink, blink, blink. Okay, so let's do it all together. Pat, pat, clap, clap, over, over, one thumb, two thumb, blink, blink, blink. Okay, let's try doing it without me saying those words. Ready? Great job! And so now we are gonna sing the song. The song goes, Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Okay, that's the main part of the song, and then there's another little verse, but we're just gonna stick with this part right now. So you are going to do the movements on the beats of the song. So we'll go, Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Nice job, everybody. And now we're gonna sing that second little verse. So as you remember those movements, we're gonna say something different. It goes, it's a simple little song and there's not much to it. All you gotta do is doodly do it. Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly do, doodly do. Nice job, everybody. So we're gonna go through the movements one more time and then we're gonna sing the whole song. Okay? Ready? Pat, pat, clap, clap, over, over, one thumb, two thumb, blink, blink, blink. Okay, are we ready to sing the whole song? We'll take it at a nice medium pace and you can always practice more. Okay, ready? Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. It's a simple little song and there's not much to it. All you gotta do is doodly do it. Guadaliacha, Guadaliacha, doodly doo, doodly doo. Thanks, everybody. I love singing songs with all of you, and I can't wait to get back to doing it in person soon. So I'm gonna go get some water, and then we're gonna work on our other skill, which we touched up on a couple weeks ago, but we're just gonna try to get it down. Okay? It's a little hard, but with some practice, you'll be able to get it. I'm gonna do it outside because I don't have the space that I need inside my house. And so if you want to do this, I would try doing it on a carpet at first because we're going to be working on cartwheels and turning ourselves over. And I know I trust my body and I know that I trust what I'm going to do. But if you're a beginner to this and you might not entirely know what you're doing, I would suggest doing it inside on a carpet or someplace soft and somewhere where you can have a spotter if you need. Remember, a spotter is someone like a parent or someone who lives with you who would be able to keep a watch on what you're doing and make sure that you don't fall or injure yourself, okay? Okay, parkourians, so do you remember when we did our ows? Remember, that's where you start with your feet pointed in one position, and then you'll turn your hands the other position, and then kick your feet up and over, and so eventually you'll land in the same position on the other side. Yeah? So today we are going to learn how to turn our ows into cartwheels more in depth. We touched on this when we did our ows, but we gotta do some more involvement before we can get our cartwheels really strong. Okay, so I know that I'm outside, but it's just because I thought it was nice outside, and I don't have, my ceilings are too low, so I'm worried that I'll kick the fan or something. So we're gonna start in one position, and our A's, remember, we're gonna make sure that we use a lot of force in order to bend our knees over, and then bring our hands so that they are facing the opposite way. So if my feet are facing this way, my hands are gonna be facing this way, okay? So once you get you're gonna make sure that you don't move your feet at this point. So once you get your hands over, or as best as you can, you're gonna take your feet and you're gonna kick over your hands, and then you're gonna land. See how my feet are facing the same direction that they were when I started? Yeah, that's how we're gonna do our A's. Take our feet, bring our hands down, and kick over with enough force so that we can get our body turned the other way. So with cartwheels, it's just like that, but we're gonna raise our legs even more. An AU is kind of like a beginning cartwheel. So for our cartwheels, in the end, we're gonna try to get, without bending our knees, a lot anyway, we're gonna try to get just a lengthened out AU, okay? So you're gonna start with your feet facing one direction, and first you're gonna put one hand on the ground. So remember teeter-totters or seesaws? So, like on playgrounds, you're gonna pretend that your arm and your leg are the opposite sides of a seesaw. So, when you're reaching down, your other leg will go up. My opposite arm to my opposite leg. Okay? So my arm will reach down and my leg will go up. And as my leg is going up, you're gonna take our other hand and we're gonna put it next to our first hand. And we're gonna try to kick ourselves over. Okay? So bring your hand, and then you'll go up. Okay, so do you land? You'll see that your feet are facing the same way. So you want to try to practice that on the other side. I know I'm stronger when my dominant hand, my right hand, is going down first, but you got to make sure that you practice both sides so that you can strengthen all parts of your body, okay? So I'm going to start with my left going AU, and do my AU, okay? And then I'm going to try to do the cartwheel. So I'm going to take my left hand, put it over, and try to get my right foot. So see, that one wasn't as clean, but that's okay, because your dominant hand is usually stronger than your non-dominant hand, and so you're not as, it might not feel as comfortable. And so, as you noticed, when I was doing my cartwheel on my left hand side, my legs were a little more bent, whereas when I was doing my cartwheel on my right side, my legs were straighter. So always do whatever's comfortable for you. I know I was trained to straighten out my legs, but when you're doing parkour outside where parkour is meant to be practiced, we just train inside. And usually sometimes it takes less time for you to finish your cartwheel if your legs are a little bent, okay? So try and make sure that you're doing what is comfortable for you in order that you get your cartwheel down. Okay. And I understand that this is a hard skill, so just keep practicing at it and keep practicing your O's if your cartwheel isn't as comfortable for you. Okay? Thanks everybody. We're gonna go inside and I'm gonna do a little game. Alright, Parkourians, so since we're all stuck inside and we don't really have any adventures to go on right now, we're gonna go on an imaginary adventure of our own, okay? We're gonna be running through a forest. And so you're gonna follow along with me and we're gonna run, skip, jog, walk, whatever you want to in place. as we go through this forest in our minds. Okay? So let's start off with a nice walk. We're hiking through this forest. We're just looking around and we're seeing what there is to see. Oh, look, there's a bird. We take out our binoculars and look around and see what you can see hiding in the trees. Oh my gosh, everybody freeze. There's a bear. So you have to walk slowly away. Gotta walk slowly and try not to make any noise. Right. Now let's run, let's run. We're gonna run through the trees. We're gonna make sure that we escape the bear. So check over your shoulders. And I think we're good. I think we escaped the bear. Okay, let's start hiking again. Oh look, there's the log. Jump over it. All right, let's keep going. Can you skip and try to pick berries off the trees? Now let's eat them as a snack. All right, we're looking out. Oh goodness, there's a giant stream rushing across. Do you see the big water? So now, let's very carefully step on some rocks. Ooh, that one might be a little wobbly. Just walk across and try to not fall. All right, nice job, everybody. Such a nice day in this forest. All right. Keep looking around. What things do you see? Do you see birds, bears, or bugs around? What kind of trees are in this forest? Think about your forest in your imagination. Great, thanks for imagining with me. I like that little break. All right, so we are gonna do another review skill and a couple more things, and then it'll be time to go, sadly. All right, parkourians, so one of the great things that you can do with your parkour moves that you know is that you can create combinations with them. So remember how we have our frog landings? And then once you land in your frog landings, you can do something else. You can go out and you could do something like a side roll. Okay? So make sure that you're practicing things that you can do that connect to other things. Also, you could do something like, you could bring out your bear cross, and then you could go from bear crawling to frog jumping. You can use our warm-up moves or other things that we've learned. You can go from a 180 spin jump and work on doing an intro. You can go down, walk yourself out, then bring yourself back up. There's so many things that you can do that combine your skills. So next up, we're gonna work on our rolls and just developing those. So remember our somersaults? We start and we make sure that we're not using our head or our neck. We're gonna bend our knees and bring our hands down and roll over. Yeah? And so what we did a couple weeks ago is we worked on transitioning that somersault into a parkour roll. Remember, we imagined that we were in a nice rectangular box, and then we took our hands and made a triangle, our little magic triangle, and put it in the corner of a box. You drop your elbow, sit on the shoulder that you want to roll over, and you make sure that you tuck your chin and you roll over. Okay? That one was a little messed up, but you just gotta make sure that you're trying to get your line from one shoulder down to the opposite hip. Okay. So, and who remembers our last rolls that we learned before our parkour rolls? We learned our side rolls, where we stay tucked, and we learned our pencil rolls. It's where we stretched out nice and we made our point, and then we rolled over like pencils. Okay? And both of those rolls you can do by jumping off something and landing to roll. So if I start from my couch, I can hop down and I can go into a side roll. Okay? There's so many things you can do. So make sure that you mix up your parkour moves and keep practicing different ones. Thank you so much. Okay friends, so I know that right now is a really stressful time because we're all stuck in our homes and we don't know what's happening in the world, but let's make sure that we're all staying safe and staying home and maintaining social distancing and washing our hands, all that jazz. So, I know I miss Playformance, I know I miss seeing all of your friendly faces, and I miss having fun with all of you during parkour and camp and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully we'll be back in there soon for summer. You can always tell your parents to sign up for summer camp online, and hopefully we'll have some Zoom classes going that you can join in and you can follow along. We have youth parkour at 4 on Thursdays. We have art lab with Coach Anna. We have family play on Saturdays for those of you who are 6 and younger with your families through the computer, and you'll be able to talk to Coach Anna and all the other people who join. And I know we're gonna have more fun stuff coming up soon, and I just want to thank you so much for trusting in Playformance and keeping everybody safe by staying home. So unfortunately that is it for our online parkour. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting Playformance through this time. And yeah, so we're gonna sing our goodbye song now. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye to Pure Hat and Don't You Cry. Well, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Yeehaw! Thank you so much for watching these videos. You can always go back and watch them over again. Make sure you're keeping up with your parkour, and I can't wait to see you all again soon. Bye!